Dude, I mean, he was justifying like, yo, what I did to you was because like you did some bad shit to me,
Uh,
and now he just found out he about to crash out. But
bro,
now
that was 30 years ago. So for 30 years, he was thinking it was her.
what's good? It's your boy Sheim,
Was killed.
and we are jumping back into Dark. This right here, amazing show. There's a lot of things we gotta pick up on and understand within this next episode. So if you guys want to grab the full uncut reaction, make sure you guys head over to the Patreon where you can get everything we react to full and uncut. We also got some exclusives that are making their way over to YouTube, and we got some nice perks that you guys would definitely love to join into. So make sure you click the link in the description and you head over to the Patreon and sub up if you see what you like. Big year coming to YouTube, so we hope you guys just stay tuned and enjoy your time over here with us. And without further ado, let's jump back into Dark. Let's get it.
Oh shit, they actually took a
Das ist
girl.
nicht mehr lustig! Katharina? Ulrich?
You know, Ulrich.
Yeah, this is just something that they probably did to see what happened.
Oh, this is actually drawn.
Hilfe! Hilfe!
But Ulrich was behind everything as a young.
We'll
The
just
first person
causing
who went.
havoc for no reason. Like, what's up with boy?
You do bad shit even if you ain't do it. They
Shit
blame you.
come- Nah,
Yeah.
they came back to bite him in the ass. Lost his son.
Ein toter Junge, 3 Vermisste. Ihr klingelt an jeder Tür. Fangt mit den Siedlungen in unmittelbarer Nähe zu den Orten an, wo die Kinder zuletzt gesehen wurden.
The last episode we found out that Mikhail was actually
Michael, which was Jonas.
Michael, and he was
Jonas.
In den
Yeah,
letzten
Giannis.
50 Jahren.
Oh, he actually
Ah.
Wenn
saying
ein Kind auch nur
Jonas.
für
Is,
24 Stunden verschwunden
Giannis.
war, dann will ich das wissen. Ich will, dass ihr doppelte Schichten arbeitet. Ich will, dass jeder Stein in dieser Stadt umgedreht wird. Wir müssen sie nur finden.
And we found out Hannah's a fucking creep.
potentially.
Ich war 14. Mein Vater hat ein gebrochenes Bein.
Und wie war er, bevor er krank wurde?
Anders. Man wusste nie so richtig, ob er etwas ernst meint oder nicht.
Nichts.
Now this shit is too crazy.
Literally. So the people that probably went missing, there's probably other ones in this town still that grew up that's not interacting with people that they knew from this time period as a kid.
Yeah, or they are.
Or they probably passed away because like Mikhail was probably like 40 something when he killed himself. But then the older people could be from when he was alive, like when Ulrich was a kid.
Yeah.
Dann ist er so um kurz nach 6 da.
How to predict shit, you just gotta like literally watch, let them tell you.
Euer Bruder ist gerade mal 4 Tage verschwunden.
Davon, dass wir hier rumsitzen, kommt er auch nicht wieder.
Denkt hier also jeder nur noch an sich selber, ja?
Oder hast du die letzten Tage nur einen Gedanken an uns verschwendet hast? Jeder denkt das Gleiche und keiner traut es auszusprechen. Mikkel ist tot!
Little do they know he is though.
He is, yeah, which is crazy.
But like this shit is crazy because he's alive in as a kid now, but in this reality he's dead.
Which like,
Or
he-
this timeline.
could he possibly come back to this timeline?
It,
and be
it wouldn't
alive?
make sense though,
Why wouldn't it?
because if he came back,
Nobody would know. The only person that could possibly find out that
but it will
His-
fuck up this timeline though. It's different if he goes back in time because this timeline already happened. He's already Giannis' dad, but if he come back, that means that none of that shit would have happened from the past. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. This shit just too much right now. I'm gonna let it rock. It's a lot of shit going on, G.
You watch this in a little couple days, so you know what I'm saying, a lot of names and stuff coming back. And that's the package that we think his self from the future
Drop for him, yeah. Cause I feel like that's the only person that would want to go and find out everything.
Yeah, I feel like he found out everything, but it's just he's trying to figure it out earlier.
to stop what's going on. Cause that old man said we gotta stop.
Or if he's from the future, everything he's doing now created his future self. I'm done talking about
We
it.
just gotta see if what will happen if somebody crosses back over into the present one to see how that messes shit up. I'm telling you, that little kid that they found has to be his little brother.
And he had the blood on the bloody clothes.
Yeah.
Der Junge, den wir gefunden haben im Wald, der sah aus wie aus den 80ern. Wiederholt sich alles. Vielleicht ist es derselbe Täter. Wo warst du in der Nacht, als Mats verschwunden ist? Mama hat ausgesagt, du warst zu Hause, aber ich erinnere mich, da warst du nicht. Du warst nicht beim Abendessen.
And there's somebody in his family again.
Hat sie angefangen zu beten und du warst nicht da. Wo warst du?
Ich habe viele Fehler, ich habe vieles falsch gemacht. Aber dass du sowas überhaupt denken kannst.
Wo warst du vor 5 Tagen, als Mikkel verschwunden ist?
Er war hier.
She lying for him.
Again.
Because he literally got up and she woke up.
Exactly.
Habt ihr euch über diese Figuren gestritten? Am Ende seid ihr wie zwei Boxer aufeinander losgegangen. Mats ist auf den Glastisch im Wohnzimmer gekracht.
But it's also more than one person that's like working that came from the tunnel. And then we got the priest that's involved.
Unten am Kinn. In der einen Sekunde Spinnefeind, dann die besten Freunde.
Du hast Egon damals aber gesagt, dass er bei uns war. Ich habe die Aufnahme gehört, also warum hast du gelogen?
Both times she lied.
Wusstest du, dass ich deinen Vater verlassen wollte? Bevor das alles passiert ist. Hatte eine Affäre. Das war nicht die erste.
Same thing he doing.
And that was exactly, but it was with that lady that we don't, I guess she died because we don't see her character
Dein Bruder
in the
verschwunden
present.
ist, hat erst mit einer anderen.
She went down into that tunnel.
Weißt du mit wem?
Claudia. Claudia Tiedemann.
Und wer hat Mats zuletzt gesehen?
Und das war Regina. Regina Tiedemann. Claudias Tochter.
That's her. The girl that was tied up on the tree.
It's the young boy who was smoking who got the phone.
I got
Who got that smoke that sat with the plug.
Man about to start his journey through the tunnel. He got on. I'm not.
That's Magnus right there, look like.
Yeah, I can tell by the walk. Someone was beating cheeks out there.
Late night. Late night eats.
Was that the girl he was messing with in the locker room? Her necklace?
He was in this timeline and he couldn't tell people like, yo, I'm Mikhail.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, they'd be like, what the fuck is you talking about? Now that's insane, bro. So regardless, he was fucked. He probably killed himself before, because it was like a year before he got kidnapped in this timeline.
Hey.
That's the lady's son right there from the hotel.
Du hast mich nicht zurückgerufen. Es tut mir alles so leid. Es ist meine Schuld. Ich hätte nicht diese beschissene Idee mit den Höhlen haben sollen.
I feel bad for him too.
Cause he not doing nothing wrong. She just kind of like want her space and.
Nah, she don't want him.
Yeah.
Nee, warum soll ich sauer sein? Also, ich kann das gerade nicht.
Willst du weg? Ich hau ab mit dir.
Der Stick fängt doch gleich an.
Sorry, my boy. You win some, you lose some. It's gonna hurt a little bit.
Wieso?
Nur so. Der Arsch hat mich gestern versetzt. Kommt bestimmt später.
Yeah, like I said, I'm about to make that decision.
His future self gave him everything he needed for the keys and then went to his present timeline or whatever other timeline he went to.
And I wonder if he was taking medicine when he was older to make him like forget about what was going on.
She got his phone records.
She about to see he was calling Hannah.
With the same number, that 0176. She about to pick
She about to pick up.
Hallo?
over.
She like, damn.
Same thing his dad did to his mom, he doing to her. And she came to the crib last episode.
And did that weird, and she was acting weird, like, bro, like, why would you do some shit like that? Especially with what's going on right now.
And it's crazy because we saw her have that, like, whatever he did to her or she thought he did to her in the woods. So he could be like, that's probably payback because both his siblings.
Dass Mats vielleicht nie verschwunden wäre, wenn es dich und Katharina nie gegeben hätte. Mats wusste, dass ich mich nicht allein den Weg nach Hause traue wegen euch.
Du hast deinem versoffenen, nichtsnutzigen Opa erzählt, ich hätte Katharina vergewaltigt.
Das habt ihr geglaubt?
He thought it was her.
Dieselbe Hanna, die mit 14 so in dich verliebt war, dass sie alles getan hätte, um dich zu kriegen. Aber daran hat sich ja nicht viel geändert. Das hast du gedacht all die Jahre, dass ich das erzählt habe? Warum sollte ich sowas tun? Ich bin nicht halb so ein schlechter Mensch wie du.
Damn, and he was justifying, like, yo, what I did to you was because, like, you did some bad shit to me. And now he just found out. He about to crash out. But
Bro,
now,
that was 30 years ago, so for 30 years he was thinking it was her. It's still messing with Hannah, and the whole time she knew.
But now Catherine knows that he was messing with Hannah, and he would have never did that if he knew what she did.
Sind unsere Kinder sicher?
No, this shit crazy.
Weiterhin mit Ihnen. Aktuelle Informationen können Sie auch auf unserer Webseite finden und in
There's so much happening with every, like, family here.
Yeah.
Ah, ich höre, wir haben jemand in der Leitung.
Ich will, dass die Leute endlich begreifen, was hier wirklich passiert. Unter uns ist ein Mörder. Wir glauben, wir wissen alles über den anderen. Wir leben Tür an Tür mit Menschen, von denen wir keine Ahnung haben, wer sie wirklich sind.
He looked up the file
on her.
Seeing her name was on a police report.
Oder jemanden, den wir sonntags zum Kuchenessen eingeladen haben, der mit unseren Kindern spielt. Und ihr solltet das auch nicht. Winden ist wie ein Geschwür. Und wir alle sind ein Teil davon.
So that was just not Regina's husband. That was with the dad.
Elizabeth's dad and Ulrich's pops are the ones that keep going to that fucking cabin area.
Guten Tag, Tiedemann hier. Meine Frau war bei Ihnen zu einer Krebsuntersuchung. Wir haben auch noch keinen Befund.
Wie war nochmal Ihr Name?
Tiedemann, Regina Tiedemann.
This is drama.
Bei Ihrer Frau wurden bereits vor einigen Wochen invasive Karzinome festgestellt und nach neuestem Befund haben diese gestreut. Sie sollten schnellstmöglich einen Termin mit Dr. Uhrmann vereinbaren.
Her cancer came back. Lady at the hotel, that's what she looked at in the first.
And I said that's Regina's husband. The husband that was
of the officer.
Yeah.
This shit's so complex. Especially with it being in a different language, you really gotta lock in.
But you gotta read everything. You gotta learn how to read.
That rope was somewhere.
On
somebody's clothes or something. Oh, it must be tweaking. It's Katharina.
Yeah, he went to.
Nah, that's Ulrich. That's Ulrich.
That's Ulrich about to tweak on Hannah.
Was machst du hier?
Was willst du von mir? Du warst das 86. Du hast mich wegen Vergewaltigung angezeigt. Willst du meine Familie kaputt machen? Ist es das, was du willst? Was willst du? Dich.
Oh, something wrong with her, bro.
Du bist Gift, weißt du das? Schmiegst dich an wie Honig, aber da ist nur Gift. Wie ist dein Mann überhaupt so lange mit dir ausgehalten hat? Kein Wunder, dass er am Ende nicht mehr konnte.
Yo, that slap hurt. Goddamn, that's a real slap.
And he's saying that not knowing, like, that's your son.
Wie man sich doch täuschen kann in den Menschen.
Yo, no cap though. Like, how did my son put up with you for that long? I don't even know that's your son. That's crazy.
Like, she caused pain in your family twice. You don't even know it. Because she ain't really care about Michael or Mikhail.
Von ihren Worten, ihrem hübschen Blick. Doch glaubt mir, ein jeder, ob Königstochter oder nicht, steht mit einem Fuß im Schatten, dem anderen nur im Licht.
That's no cap. Everybody got shadows.
That's crazy. You got one foot in the shadow and one foot in the light.
Noch 19 Minuten bis 9:17 Uhr.
Who had the bloody clothes though? Like whose clothes was that he had? Rich's pops had in the crib. He put in the laundry.
I thought it was his, but it might not be.
But regardless, like whose blood was that? It had to be whoever he picked up because he had the dirt and shit.
Or they could be working with the people that's in the woods.
Okay.
Regina, ich liebe dich.
Ich liebe dich auch.
She know he know.
What, that her cancer is bad? He checked that coat pocket.
Dort im Schatten wartet er. Halb Mensch, halb Tier. Du musst schnell sein. Treff ihn mitten ins Herz. Dieses Band, das wir jetzt knüpfen. Versprich mir, dass du es niemals trennst.
He's gonna sever that rope.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason he would say that.
You gotta pull that bitch to lift something up? Like a latch to something.
Follow the signal. That's the signal right there.
Whoever it is that gave him the map is trying to track his way through the tunnel so he can get back and forth
His
to other
dad, Mikhail, had the map.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
Mikhail's map. That was in his room. Michael. Right, all the stuff he got now is from we are predicting this is future, so.
Um mich ist nur Dunkelheit. Seit Tagen habe ich nichts gegessen. Es geht zu Ende. So wie er einst ins Labyrinth hinabstieg, so steige ich nun in meins.
This shit crazy. She doing that play, and it's you could say it like it's going off of her actual life and the shit that she's going through right now.
Yeah. I still want to see that note that he left.
Yeah, his grandma.
Yeah, I know, like shit crazy.
Geht es für uns gleich zu Ende? Die dort oben haben uns längst vergessen.
Yeah, acting their ass off right now.
I'm about to say that.
Mein einziger Richter. Ich.
Where Clap's at?
And
he about to go back in time. That nigga crazy.
That shit.
He ain't gonna be able to go back.
He can't open it from the other side because the wind is blowing so hard. He's cooked.
He's done.
Damn.
He's about to walk out the other side of the shit now. Yup. Fuck, bro. He's the only one that knows. So 1985, his brother went missing. 1986, Catherine or Hannah did the shit, the case. 1987 is when Mikhail first went back to school. When he got put into school. That was the middle school.
Yeah,
That's crazy. And she knows something's going on, so they're about to be able to piece together every time somebody goes missing. That shit start shit start going on. But they don't know where to go though.
Yeah, they
that's
do
the
though.
symbol. And he's writing the dates down.
Von der Bühne geschleppt, um sie vor den kranken Menschen dieser Stadt zu retten. Warum haust du da nicht einfach ab?
Fuck her up.
Well,
Catherine really
She
get
the
to
one that she did shit to Regina.
Damn, she's slapping the shit out. You know, Catherine really a hood baby.
No cat, she was that. She was a bully back in the G. Put those days behind me. It's two ways. So you can either go to the past.
Oh my fucking God.
Wow.
He must have went to the future. Definitely. And that's him coming back. Tell his younger self. Like, come on, stupid. Really put it together. He going to the right. Past, future. Come on, bro. And his future self came back to the past to give himself that shit to really figure out what's going on. Chill out, Mom Duke. She already whooped her ass. Come on.
But Regina finally like, y'all was doing all that bullshit to me and I didn't do that shit. And now you go through the door and you can't go back through. But his future self must know something. Could go back through the tunnel.
Went to the past as an older version of himself.
Yeah. I can get back to my timeline if I pick the right direction. So I mean, if that's him,
oh shit.
Because if he
so
goes
what
back
nobody could have did is took the kids and put them through the door, and they had to choose which way to go because they couldn't turn around.
The sign,
and then that's why when it took Mikhail, we saw them put the shit around his head, or he did whatever.
Ulrich, ihr habt einander wirklich verdient.
Damn, that was a.
But he ended up walking out the cave. What?
To tell him what really happened back then.
He said, "Tell them who their mother really is." Bro, this show is insane. Why they show him? She went home.
Man, really there for a shorty. Tough.
Yeah, everybody's family getting split up. Now, Hannah lost Mikhail and Giannis. Their dad and mom going through it, and then Mikhail's gone. She bought the hotel mom. Regina. She got cancer. Came back. He came out the shit.
He came back out the tunnel. Hannah don't even know where the fuck Giannis is at. She worried about Ultras. Like, you got a kid, bro. My man just out and about. You don't know where. You never about to see him again. Nah, that's another kid missing.
If he even wants to go back through that tunnel and find his way through, would that even be the same timeline?
It would have to be, I think. I think it's all connected, so it have to be. You just gotta find. But if you go through the wrong shit, you gotta you gotta find the right door to go through.
Können wir reden?
Ja.
Come on, bro. Your mom and dad all on their own shit. All you got is your sister right now. You gotta lock in with your sister, bro.
Was für eine kranke Scheiße waren das in der Schule?
Keine Ahnung. Glaubst du, es wird jemals wieder so sein wie vorher?
Hell no. Even if he came back, shit wouldn't be the same.
Weißt du, was ich komisch finde? Eigentlich kennt man seine Eltern überhaupt gar nicht. So wie die als Kinder waren oder Jugendliche. Man ist eine Familie, aber man weiß eigentlich gar nichts über den anderen.
Shit.
That's no cap.
Kann ich heute Nacht hier schlafen?
Aber deine kalten Füße bleiben auf deiner Seite.
Whose is that?
It gotta be the girl that he was with.
He's in Mikhail's timeline.
You about to see his shit posted. Or Mads, he went back to the past. So that's what I was thinking. He could get Mikhail if he runs into him. That's his mom.
That's his mom. And that's right after the shit after school. She just got done putting out that case.
Yeah.
Na, weil der sauer ist. Tschernobyl? Die Leute sagen zwar, da ist nichts mehr im Regen, aber das glaube ich nicht.
Hannah, rutscht rüber.
Hannah.
Hannah?
Who are you?
He's tweaking right now.
Danke, das passt schon.
He about to, I would have fucking threw up.
If he see Mikhail's gonna be like, what the fuck?
Like, how the fuck are you here? And he's about to figure out that's his brother. Like, how the fuck did my brother come get here and still look the same as a young bull? I told you it was him. I'm telling you, he had the 80s shit on like it was nobody else but him. Look.
Wohnzimmer gekracht, hat geblutet, in einem Horrorfilm. Und am Ende war es nur ein kleiner Schnitt unten am Kinn. In einer 1 Sekunde Spinnefeind, dann die besten Freunde.
He found a mark on his chin.
This shit got me hooked like Breaking Bad, boy. No cap.
So now my guy can disrupt everything. Be honest. Since he's back in the past, everything's connected.
I understand that, but it wouldn't make sense, bro. Timelines would be fucked up. His future self came to the past. Everything he's doing for his past self is creating a future self. which is allowing him to come back in time to give his past self the shit that he gave his current self, which is Giannis that just went back.
Yeah.
If Giannis goes back in time to get Mikhail to come forward, that means that Mikhail and Hannah never had him.
I know.
Which doesn't make sense. Now, for the whole Mad situation, how did Mad's body stay the same age if Mads never went to a future or past time? Because if he did go to a future or past time, he wouldn't be that age, nor would his body be able to stay in that timeline. You get what I'm saying?
But that's what we're kind of guessing on. We're guessing that if he would come back to the present or a different timeline. But that's
what's happening to the preacher. He's jumping forward in timelines, but since he's going forward and back in timelines as the age he is, that's how he was still the same age in the car.
I know, but
that's why
he might be different though. We don't know.
But how did Mikhail? The only reason Mikhail was able to have Giannis is because he stayed in 1986, which is the year of the picture that they took, and he grew up in that timeline. You get what I'm saying?
Which is connected because
he went back in time looking for his pops, which is Ulrich and them. Ulrich is probably the age of Magnus, so they're around the same
11.
age. So they're around the same. They're basically around the same age.
Yeah.
When he went back in time, which is why he was able to grow up and be around the same age as Ulrich. But if Giannis goes back in time,
yes,
and comes back to his current timeline, he'll still be the same age. But everything he fucked up or did to prevent shit in the past timeline, it's gonna fuck up his timeline he's in now when he goes back.
And that's what we don't know. We don't know if that'll happen.
But that's just going off of reality though. But obviously it's a fake
it's
show.
It's
not reality.
We can't.
But I'm just saying, like, that's how I'm thinking based off of like how shit would work in reality.
Yeah. But nah, I see what you're saying. I was fine. If you couldn't follow it and then
you might need to rewind it and go slow it down a little bit, but you know what I'm saying?
Everything he made sense. What he was saying. But that's what I was saying. I think we're making preconceived assumptions because of shit we see, like different like storyline travels we've seen before other shows. So we don't know if them going back to the present time will actually fuck up everything. But it should, because then it's like the overlapping timelines, shit is not supposed to be where it is.
Yeah.
So shit, something has to fuck up. Giannis and the detective, but the girl that's drawing the pictures, that's the detective, they are gonna be the key to damn near solving everything.
Who?
The lead detective, the girl.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
And then Giannis, because he has tools that can help him go back and forth.
Oh shit! And then that's gonna help her because she was already into it with the birds and shit.
That's what I'm saying. She's gonna be able to figure out that.
If that's the case, her future self will already know that information.
I think Noah is a part of that group or whatever, because obviously we see they got a symbol and everything is set up, so people know what's going on. Certain people know what's going on to a certain extent, but the guy Noah, or the priest that we met, he ultimately knows everything that's going on, but we just don't know why he's doing it.
And also why Elizabeth, I forget her name, Elizabeth's mom, which is detective, her husband, and also Ulrich's dad have the symbol and charting shit down. And then that also makes sense because she went to that cabin and she found out the dirt was on the ground, the same dirt that was on his pants or the mat in the car.
Yeah.
Which means that, and she had the picture of him taking or driving in that direction at a certain time when he said he was at work.
Are they working for Noah? Like when that little boy was,
or is that somebody that Noah talked to in Mikhail's timeline that he's in now?
Whoever Noah's working for, they jumping back and forth.
Yeah. But now we appreciate y'all, man. If you enjoyed the reaction, make sure you like the video, comment down below. Let us know your thoughts on the subscribe button, the bell icon, so notify you drop these videos.
YouTube not getting that full shit.
Yeah, YouTube. If the outro not really making too much sense, it's gonna make sense. But if y'all ain't, you know what I'm saying, you see it chopping around and shit, just know that Patreon got the full 11-minute outro of us putting this shit really to work. You know what I'm saying? So when some reactions, if y'all be like, dang, what they talking about? In the future, y'all they be like, dang, what they talking about, like they got it right or they figured it out, they predicted it. You gonna have to go to that Patreon and get the outro to know what. Tight shit. But we love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for 11 support.
The kids reacted.